Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. I really love the statement that Jesus makes when he goes in to see Jairus' daughter. In that, he says that she is not dead, but that she is asleep. And of course, the people there laugh him to scorn because they thought, well, how can he say that she's only asleep? We all know very well that she is dead. Well, we know how the story ends. She does end up being resurrected by Jesus, and therefore her death really was kind of like a sleep. A sleep is a time in which a person perhaps goes unconscious for a little while, but then awakens again. And for Jairus' daughter, her experience was much like that. Her death was merely temporary. Only to be resurrected again. And this becomes a common way that the New Testament writers speak about those who die in the Lord. And perhaps one of the most famous passages in connection to this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 13, where it says, "But we do not want you to be uninformed, brothers, about those who are asleep, so that you will not grieve as do the rest who have no hope." And the context there makes it very clear that when he talks about those who are asleep, he's talking about those who have died in the Lord. And he goes on to say in verse 14, But if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep in Jesus. There is a resurrection. There is a resurrection that will happen when Christ comes again. And as we believe that those who have died are merely in a temporary situation, we can join with Paul here in 1 Thessalonians and say that they are merely asleep, much like Jesus spoke about Jairus' daughter. And this should give us great comfort and encouragement as we find our loved ones oftentimes passing away and falling asleep, as we might say. And it's an encouragement to know that those who die in the Lord, their death is merely a temporary situation, much like sleeping. And one day they will be resurrected, and one day they will be brought up, even before those who are alive. As verse 15 of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 says, it says, "For this we say to you by the word of the Lord, that we who are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord will not precede those who have fallen asleep. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first." Verse 17, "Then we who are alive and remain will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore comfort one another with these words." It's a comfort to know that those who have passed on before us, those that perhaps we love very dearly, can be described as merely falling asleep. One day we will see them again. As a matter of fact, if we're still alive when Christ comes again, they will actually be resurrected first. And we will see them, and then we'll be caught up together with them to be with the Lord, and we'll be with them forever. And so hopefully we'll be comforted as we think about our loved ones who have passed on. And to think about them as fallen asleep. The situation that they're in is just a temporary situation, but one day we will be reunited with them again when we are brought together with them to meet the Lord in the air. And what a wonderful and blessed day that will be. And hopefully we will all be comforted with these words as the Apostle Paul encourages us to do. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.